Today, we're going to learn about multiplication. But what is multiplication? Imagine there are 3 bowls on the table with 4 candies in each bowl. Oh, now I'm hungry. How many candies are there in total? You might count each candy one by one or use addition to sum up the amount of candy, like 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. But what if there are 20 bowls, 30 bowls, or 50 bowls? Surely we can't count them all or use addition. That would take way too much time. And that's where multiplication comes in handy. Multiplication is adding the same number multiple times, but it's written way simpler. Here's an example. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. We can add them one by one, like 2 plus 2 equals 4, 4 plus 2 equals 6, 6 plus 2 equals 8, 8 plus 2 equals 10. Oh, all right, that's a lot. That took us 4 steps just to get to our answer, and I don't know about you, but that's more work than I'm willing to do. So let's take a look at this problem in a different way. Did you notice that in this addition, the number 2 repeats itself 5 times? So, why don't we simplify that? Here we keep the number 2 from the previous addition, and number 5 represents how many times 2 repeats itself, or how many 2's there are in the original addition. That X or cross you see in the middle is the symbol used for multiplication. We can say this equation like 2 times 5 or 2 multiplied by 5. The result is exactly the same as when we add each 2 together. The answer is 10. In a multiplication problem, the first number is called multiplier, the second is multicand, and the result is the product. Multiplier and multicand also go by another name, and that is factor. To help you visualize multiplication better, we can use groups of value. And why not do it with a pretty picture, huh? Let's say 2 is the number of flowers in a pot, and 5 is the number of pots. You can see that all these pots are the same, right? They all have 2 flowers in them. If we want to know the total number of flowers, instead of adding every flower in a pot, we can take the number of flowers in each pot and multiply it by the number of pots. The pots are groups, and the flowers are value in a group. Because all the groups have the same value, they're identical. So multiplication can also mean calculating the total value in identical groups. We take the value in one group and times it with the number of identical groups to get the answer. You'll see multiplication with groups of value like this in real-life situations, such as toys in a box, books in a bag, or apples in a basket. Oh man, I guess I'm still hungry. Let's go ahead and view multiplication in a different way, which we call arrays. A multiplication array simply means to arrange rows or columns that match the multiplication equation. With 2 times 5, you can imagine there are 2 cubes in a row, and there are 5 rows. To calculate the total number of cubes, you multiply the number of cubes in one row and the number of rows. Okay, how about we rotate the arrays, making 2 rows with 5 cubes in each row? In this case, the multiplication becomes 5 times 2. Would the answer change? Nah, it's still 10. This is called commutative property. And okay, yeah, that's a big word, but it just means if you switch the 2 factors, the result won't change. All right, we've covered the basics of multiplication, how to imagine it with groups, arrays, and its commutative property. But do you think you're ready to tackle the multiplication table? Or even multiply multi-digit numbers? We're going to figure that out together in an upcoming video. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our content. See you in the next one!